We will now solve the exam given in the fall 2017. On the first page, you have some general information of the time you have, the number of assignments, and the number of attachments, which is the formula sheet. You have the approved calculators, so please make sure that your calculator is on the list. And you also get information about the sub-assignments. They are weighted equally. And I want you to note that, because if you have a problem with ABC and another one with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the A of one problem would be weighted equally as the G of another one. So please don't stop. If you are stuck in one sub-assignment, let go of it and do those that you are sure of and can do, because they're weighted equally. Okay, the first problem here, we're giving a function y equal to 6 sinus 5t. And we have asked how many cycles does y have when t goes from 0 to 360 degrees. And since you have degrees here, your answer will be in degrees and all the calculations will be in degrees. So please make sure that your calculator is set to degrees and not radians. Okay, the number here is how many cycles. The number of cycles y have when t goes from 0 to 360 degrees is 5. And you don't have to write this down, but just so we are sure what we're doing. If we have a graph like this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a little bit more here. So we have 5 cycles before we reach 360 degrees. The second sub-assignment, what is the amplitude and period? The amplitude is 6, because that's what we have in front of the sign. We have y equal to sine 5t with a 6 in front. So the maximum value that sine have is 1, so the maximum value y could get is 6. We also asked about the period. The period is the range of one cycle. So we will have 360 divided by 5, because we have 5, no, not 70, 72 degrees. So this would be 72, this would be twice 144, and so on until we reach 360. In C, solve y equal to 3. And again, we get range here in degrees. So we want to solve 6 sinus 5t equal to 3. We could see, by the way, here that we have 90 somewhere here. This will be the maximum amplitude and this will be the minimum. So 3 would be halfway up. We will probably have 1, 2, maybe 3, depending on whether this solution is before or after 90. Anyway, we divide by 6 on both sides, which will give us a half here. And we will then get 5t equal to sinus inverse. And again, if you write arc sine half here or a sine half, all that means the same. I use sinus inverse mostly. And this would give us the primary solution, which will be 5t equals to 30 degrees, which will, if we divide by 5, gives 6 degrees. So that's our primary solution. Our secondary solution is the one we get because of the symmetry thing. So we have 5t equal to 180 minus 30, which will give us t equals to 30. So now we have this one, which is 6, and this one, which is 30. You could also get it from here, because this would be 36, and you need to go 6 back, because this one and that one would be equally spaced. Anyway, we have more solutions. So we could have the 5t equals to the 30, the primary solution, plus any number of full circuits. We could also find it by dividing by 5, so you get 6 degrees plus any number of periods afterwards. So you have 6 here. You could get the same over here if you have 72 plus the 6. Here, if you go for the 144 plus the 6, and so on. So you have could add one period to the primary solution. The other solution would be the secondary solution. Oh, with 150 degrees, 180 minus 30, plus any number of 360, which will be t equals to 30 plus n times 72 degrees. So any number of full periods that we have. If we put n equals to 0, we get the primary and secondary solution. If we put n equal to 1, gives 78 degrees and 102 degrees, where the last is above 90 degrees. So we have 3 solutions. The 6 degrees, the 30 degrees, that was the primary and secondary, and the 78 degrees. So this one, so we have the 3 here, we have the 6, the 30, and the 78, which is 72 plus the 6.